Morning world, and welcome to Friday 9th of February, and somebody who's feeling a bit sorry for himself. Watch yesterday's video, you will know that we had a bad TB result. The very first animal to go through the crush was the bull, Patrick, and we're all quite fond of Patrick. He's a nice chap, and he failed miserably, failed the test miserably. First animal in the crush, and that was kind of, this doesn't bode well. Anyway, we ended up, I think it's 8 animals total have got to go. So only 2 reactors. Patrick was the main one. There was a second one that was classified as a reactor, but only just in the reactor. And then we had half a dozen what's called inconclusives. So they don't definitely have TB, but it's quite likely that there's an issue there. So yeah. We've now got some problems to sort out. Yeah, some logistical problems to sort out. On top of that, I'm feeling sorry for myself because I jumped over that many gates yesterday that I managed to split my right heel again. And last night I got in house, I got a huge blister on the sole of my left foot. And that's literally from wearing wellies and just jumping backwards and forwards over gates yesterday. So yeah, I would say it wasn't a great day yesterday. It was a terrible day yesterday. So yeah, what to do? So if you follow the ministry rules, and what they want you to do is Patrick there, and you can see the cow in the background. She's got a green ear tag. Those 2, plus everything else that I've marked with orange spray paint on their head, it's animal marker, not real paint, are supposed to be isolated away from the herd. And if we were in the summer months, or it was dry, whatever else, and we weren't calving, we could do that, not a problem. But because it is so wet, I mean, last night, it absolutely poured rain again last night. The camera's not going to pick it up, but down by Mrs. P's gate down there, there's a lake. There's another lake just inside the gate in the field at the bottom right, and we had a river running down through the middle of the field. So I can't really put stock out. It's just too wet, and they'll make a right mess. And not that, if I get them out, am I going to get them back in again? Well, I probably would if they were hungry. But so isolation for us, this right now, is nigh on impossible, because if I isolate the animals from the rest of the herd, they've got to have somewhere that's sheltered, they've got to have water, and I've got to be able to feed them. And I just don't have the facilities for that. Not right now. If we'd done our test in March, end of March, we normally do, we may have been in a better position. We may have been able to do something about that, because calving would be done, cows and maybe calves could go outside. If it was dry enough, but yeah, right now it's logistically nigh on impossible, and for the welfare of the rest of the animals, can't really do it. So I'm just trying to find one in here with an orange paint. The thing is, because they got the head scratcher there, I'm not sure if they've actually rubbed it off. Oh. Anybody in there with an orange forehead? No. Right. Okay. Well, it is mucky in there, and that's because we were running cattle around backwards and forwards yesterday, and I never got a chance to do this side yesterday. I'm going to have to do it today. The cows and the young stock got fresh beds yesterday, but we just ran out of time for here. So that is the job for this morning. But yeah, I've been trying to sort out other things this morning, so we are late. late to this party of cleaning these guys out. And to be honest, I felt that rough. Sorry for myself. And them. Yeah. It's not good. That's probably why no one's got any orange paint left in red, because they do daft things like that. Let's rub it off so he doesn't know who it is. If they have rubbed it off, I've just got to go by the ear tag numbers, which we put paint on their heads to make them easy to work out who it is. I can't see orange anywhere. Nowhere. Go on, out you go. Out you go. Go on, then. Yes, and you. Go on. Out. Right. That was the easy bit. Now for the less easy bit. Need you to go back inside. Go on, back inside. Oh, you're the grumpy bugger, aren't you? Yeah, she's the grumpy bugger. Come on. In you go. Go on. What? Rah! Get in there, go on. Woo! And you two, go on. All right. That took a bit longer than expected. It was quite wet in there, so it didn't take an awful lot out. It just took longer than normal to scratch it up together into a pile because it was a bit sloppy. So, right, it's half an hour past coffee break, but we'll just finish up here, let these guys back through, let the girls back out. I've given them a bed as well. I didn't make you go through all the usual mucking out because you see that regular enough, so I'll give you a break from that today. Today's video is basically me feeling sorry for myself. So that's the nub of today's videos. Yeah, how I'm gonna sort things out. I mean, there's not really room for much of a plan B. So plan A kind of relied on us not failing a TB test. So plan B, I'm gonna kind of have to make it up now as I go along. So, yeah. You can only work with what you got, can you? I'm trying to think of a part of me that doesn't ache or hurt. I mean, yesterday was pretty full on. There were times when, I mean, we didn't video everything. So, like, some of it was physical, hands-on, having to restrain animals so they didn't hurt themselves or us. So, it's surprising how much that takes out of you. If you've never done it, difficult to explain, but if you imagine hanging on to something that weighs best part of 200 kilograms, that's wriggling and doesn't want you to hang on to it, but you need to keep it still for its own good, for its own safety. Yeah, it's hard work. Yes, you can come out now. Come on. Fresh bale. Shouldn't have to bother them again today. Unless, of course, someone decides to drop a calf out there or something as daft. Close. That's better. So the wood chip's not going to be as dry as I would like it either, because it's down with rain last night, but it is at least clean. So, I mean, if they were outside sleeping on the grass, it would still be damp. I would rather have it dry, but it is what it is. Right, we're going to get them in, let them back in, and then a cup of coffee, come back into the yard. Hello, got any orange paint on you? No, no. What?